What's up, everyone? We got a really special Who Are They Real Entertainment episode for you tonight. It's going to be a fun one. We got a lot going on. But yeah, it's going to be fun. We're going to get this thing started. But I'm not going to be here alone. And I'm, of course, joined by the one and the only Nick Molbach.
What an intro. Do you forget where you were part of the way through the beginning of that?
I got a text from my parents.
Okay. Well, hey, everybody. Please, everybody who's watching this, please subscribe because this, oh my God, this video, I'm doing this for you guys. I'm doing this for everybody out there. As Chris doesn't like watching horror movies, I don't necessarily love spicy foods. So what do you do when you don't like spicy foods is you jump to the spiciest thing you possibly can eat. Like I said, I'm doing this for the content. Everybody here, for the most part, is trying to do things that are unbelievable, like Connor with his constant push for chips, Matt's small push for sausage strip Matt. Still think that should have been a thing. But we're all trying out here. As you can see on the look of my face, I don't want to do this as much as the next person and thought we should have saved this for an episode where maybe somebody else could have talked about the news with Matt while I was reacting in the background, but we're doing it. And
only God knows how much I love Nick from Chris Anthony Lopez.
Well, Chris, I love you too. So,
from Connor, the Seaman Demon Breedlove.
Yep. So for the members of the show who are going to be watching this stream at the end of the day,
and Chris, if you,
for the love of God, other people, I'm doing this for you guys. And
Chris, if you do want to pop on like you offered, you're more than welcome.
Well, yes, I agree with this sentiment that Matt Thomas should be eating this. I agree. I could break it in half and bring it right over to his house right now, but
it's available on Amazon. Maybe I will next week.
Anyways, so I'm going to set my mic down in the distance for a second. I do have a little bit of a shout out to Johnny Woo and Keith Collins. I finally got my copies of Mortal Kombat: The Code and I don't know which one's which in my hands, and Assassin's Game. For everybody who's out there, the biggest thing that we can do, and I know that this stream is probably going to bring in a lot of people, so why not garner in some respect for some of the other filmmakers out there. We need to support independent film. These DVDs for Assassin's Game and Mortal Kombat are $10 on Amazon right now. That's where I picked mine up. You could buy them anywhere online. Go out and support these films because they deserve it more than anybody else. Everybody, even during the pandemic, is working their butt off to make amazing content for all of you. And hey, if you're going to be stuck at home, you don't want to go out, a great movie is $10 away. So please go and support these filmmakers because that is why we're doing this. That is why I'm eating this chip today, is because we need to support everybody that we possibly can out there and get as much views on their products that we can. Plus, I said that I'd do it. I would like to acknowledge to everybody out there that I did say that I would eat this chip. There is text message proof of it.
If Matt finds this chip, I will eat it.
I will do it. There's honestly proof of it on the stream for Invisible Man. I said I'd do it. I said I'd do it. So we're here right now. I already think of a million other things that I would want to do to myself other than this. Like, I don't know, sleep. But we're here. We're doing this. That was my opening monologue, live from New York. It's Saturday night.
All right, Nick. Well, you have your gloves on.
I do.
This is going to be a really interesting one, folks.
I have my gloves on. I have my chip.
He's got his milk at the ready.
Instantaneous milk. I have my instantaneous regret at the ready as well. Oh boy, this is like flaking right now. There are flakes on this. Everybody, we have the chip, and it does smell particularly strong. Before this, I would like to just name off my will and stuff like that. So I was told to break it in half. That would be a smart idea.
Break it in half and shove it in his
thirds as well. Now, again, everybody, as I'm sawing this, we're doing great. Okay.
I'm just pulling this up. This is a chip box. If you want to get
Yes,
do
this
this
is a
yourself.
trend online apparently. So if you
Yes.
want to
And before
tweet this out to all your friends and junk, let's
So
make a Twitter push.
yeah, so before Nick eats it, this says warning: do not eat if you are sensitive to spicy foods, allergic peppers, nightshades of capsaicin, or are pregnant or have medical conditions. Keep out of reach of children. After touching the chip, wash your hands with soap and do not touch your eyes or other sensitive areas.
You know what? I'm pregnant. I can't do it.
Seek
All right.
medical assistance should you experience difficulty breathing, fainting, or extended nausea.
Oh, good. Let's just read all those side effects out as I'm about to.
And then the Reaper shows no mercy. So without further ado,
Wait, where is he reading that from? Is that the box that's in it from?
that's the picture of the box I have on the back of my phone.
Okay. Yeah. Well, without further ado,
Ooh.
I agree, Connor. I'm pregnant as well. No sensitive areas. All right. 1, 2, 3.
How you doing, bud?
Fine. I mean, it's spicy.
Okay.
I mean, I could definitely use the milk. Yeah, I feel it. I mean,
Oh, that's
there's
fine.
no. Oh boy. Now,
Now it's kicking in.
it is. I mean, of course it is. Yeah.
I love you, bud. You're a fucking warrior. You're a fucking champ.
Yeah, it's pretty not great. Anybody having fun out there?
Hey, at least you got to the milk right away.
It's not great.
It's not great.
No.
Oh wow.
Just talk.
Right to the second glass. All right. Well, while I have everyone here, just remember Nate Mulbach, ridiculous. I was expecting more of a reaction.
I'm a man, baby. You're crying. Okay.
We can't see it. He's coming in a little bit. His connection, camera wise, is coming a little bit choppy. So if he's feeling the effects, we aren't getting the full view of it. Chris Anthony Lopez, I can't stop wincing.
Thomas, can you give me a round?
All right. While I got you guys here, tomorrow actually we'll be having a special episode of the Dog Check. We got that going on. Sean and I are going to pop in to talk about today's game since I had to work today. We're going to pop in, talk about that, have fun with that. Then on Wednesday, be sure to check out the newest episode of Spin from the Reel with myself and Chris Anthony Lopez as we talk about the Schmodown this past week and maybe a little bit of other things, maybe some challenge that is not named Chris Anthony Lopez. And then, of course, Thursday. Oh, no, we'll go to Friday and we'll come back to Thursday. Friday, we got Wrestle Reels, one of our best shows on here. Chris and Nick really have a good team tandem going there. Gotta love it. Gotta respect it. So, yeah, just be sure to check out all this great content we have. And I'm loving it. I love everything that everyone's doing here. So,
yeah. My brother, come back with another glass of milk.
What?
Tom,
from where?
Hey, maybe we shouldn't be talking in the middle of the stream because I can't.
Sorry, so I'll text them, Cameron. I'm calling you out, Molbach, says Nate Molbach.
How much of a man? Yeah, it's not great, people.
I get it. He can barely talk. Nate, if you're a man, eat more of the chip. He ate the entire thing.
The entire thing, Nathan, who I'm looking at right now. I mean, I'm fine. I'm just a little red and my eyes are watering.
Yeah, you're only a little bit sweaty.
Knees weak, mom's spaghetti. All right,
Thursday is I was looking for my graphic because it somehow got deleted from the main page, from my brand page. But Thursday is Really Scared. Got the best damn horror show on the internet on Thursdays. And yeah, it's just got a lot going on.
Well, I'm sorry to have disappointed everybody.
No, you're not disappointing. Like this,
because I'm perfectly fine. I mean, it's hot in my mouth.
Well, you went. Here's the thing: compared to most people, you went straight to the milk. So I'm proud of you for that.
Yeah,
you were smart about it.
If I need to, I don't care. There ain't no prize on this shit.
Don't touch sensitive areas. I'm pretty sure Nick got the gloves off really quickly. So
I did. I don't even know where they are.
Yeah, but I'm proud of you, Nick.
Great show.
Yeah, great show. How's that feel? You feeling a little bit better now? Is the milk calming everything?
Yeah, I'm fine. Let's just go on.
All right. Well, without further ado, let's talk about something that Nick loves. And that's the Power Rangers reboot.
Yay.
So they announced that they're doing a Power Rangers reboot. They're rebooting the television shows and the movies to coexist in the same universe. Nick, how you feel about that?
I mean, I really hope that they do a good job with it. So they're rebooting the television shows to also be in the same universe?
That's what it sounds like, yep.
Well, let's hope that the stars of the movie don't become too popular because that's not going to work out for them in the end.
To be fair, only 2 of them became popular.
I mean, no, I've seen everybody in a little bit of everything.
I mean, it's gonna be interesting, that's for sure. And I think that's your sign that they're gearing this more towards kids. And the guy directing or writing it, I think it is writing and directing possibly. So Connor has a lot of it. Who is the guy directing it? That's what I'm curious about.
That'd be good to know before we start the show.
Well, I remember seeing it the other day, but Connor.
Anyways, it's gonna be. I mean, they already.
It's from the creator of It's the End of the Fucking World on Netflix.
Yeah, so they know teen drama and everything.
Yeah.
I'm gonna step out for a minute.
Yeah, I got you, bud.
Oh.
Yeah. We lost Nick. That was kind of expected. I think it just hit. Proud of him though. Oh, he also did I'm Not Okay With This. Okay. That's good to know. But yeah, while we don't have Nick, I actually have 2 film reviews to do for you guys. And that is The Witches, the Roald Dahl book, directed by Robert Zemeckis, and Borat 2. So, I mean, personally, to start this off, I'm going to say this point blank. I've never seen the first Borat film, like ever. And it did that possibly take away from the experience I had? Yeah, because I only thought the movie was okay. I didn't find myself laughing out loud at points like a lot of people have been. But to think about how they did this and what they went through to get this made is just incredible. And the fact that people are still able to fall for Sacha Baron Cohen in disguise is just insane. It's definitely worth a watch. I wouldn't go out of my way to watch it again personally, but that's just me. I know other people are going to care for it different ways. And that Rudy Giuliani scene, I wish Connor was able to pop in here and talk about it a bit, because that was definitely interesting, especially given the context of what that character is. The girl is. She's Borat's 15-year-old daughter. Granted, the actress is over 15, But to the audience, you're in your mind, oh my God, this is a 15-year-old girl, and you have Rudy Giuliani doing whatever it is he was doing on the screen. Yeah. And then secondly, you had The Witches, directed by Robert Zemeckis, dropped on HBO Max Thursday. And we had that starred Anne Hathaway along with Octavia Spencer. And it's about a young boy whose parents die, and he goes to live with his grandmother. And just let me remove this from the background. Goes to live with his grandmother, and she explains to him how the world of witches is real. There are witches around, and you have to be careful. I hope Nick is okay too, Allie. He stepped out. He's a trooper. That's for damn sure. You got to give him all the respect in the world for what he did. It's definitely takes a lot of balls. So, and Connor, the only reason I said it will be kid oriented is because it's going to be on Nickelodeon. Still owns the TV right, so the shows are going to be on Nickelodeon. So if you're having the shows on Nickelodeon with the being connected to the film universe, it's probably going to lean more towards kid oriented. Got Taylor, bless you, brother Nick, bless you. Yes, Nick is definitely the real MVP going forward, and no one can give him any shit for the time being until any of the rest of us take on this challenge. He's earned that much. He's earned a lot of respect because, man, look, like the package is a fucking skull. It's Carolina Reaper and Sichuan heat. One extremely hot tortilla chip inside. Like, my God. Paki, what are you doing? You kind of put Nick out of commission. He's like, oh, I'll be fine. No, I got to step out. Okay. No one's going to blame you for it. Nick, you, like, if you're able to hear this right now, like I said, you're the real MVP. Proud of you. Next time, Swenson's milkshake's on me. But anyways, continuing on with The Witches. It was very subpar. Robert Zemeckis hasn't had the best track record recently, and whether it be Welcome to Marwen or this, it just found myself. It feels like he's sleepwalking through everything he directs. Anne Hathaway, over the top, best way I could put it. She took me out of the film at times. Oh, we got Nick back in the background. He gave me the 1 minute sign. He gave me the 1 minute sign. He's got his mic. Let's pull him in.
Hey, everybody.
And he got the water now, so it's milk mixed with water. Is the heat basically gone?
Oh, I'm fine. Yeah. I went down, swished my mouth around a little bit. I'm perfectly fine.
Glad to hear. We must all send our energy to Nick to revive him.
I'm good, guys. My mouth is a little bit like hot, but other than that, I did it.
He returns.
Okay, I told Matt to not announce it himself, but I am lactose intolerant, and no pill in the world is going to help me through this. That's the thing I'm more worried about.
The after effects of the milk.
Yeah, honestly. But it'll maybe pass it through my system. But anyways, buy Mortal Kombat, buy Assassin's Game. That's, whew. Yeah, I have mints.
You're gonna throw mints in there now too?
Yeah, I don't know if that's gonna help, but hey, whatever. All right, let's talk about Power Rangers, right?
Oh, I already passed Power Rangers, but yeah, we could. Let's give your take on it now that you have the ability to talk again.
So I don't know. I think that they're sticking it with a person who knows coming of age well, which is good, because I think coming of age is probably where I would want my Power Rangers to go. But no, I mean, I am excited for this movie. But I'm not as excited for them to be integrating it into the series, because I don't know if that's going to mean lesser production value or what. Where is it going to even be premiering?
I don't know. I mean, it's through Hasbro and Universal, so maybe Peacock. Maybe they decide to move it there.
Okay. I mean, the thing is that I just don't know what this is going to be. I think that is the biggest thing of it. Is it going to be the original movies clambered into a series and a movie, or the original series? That'll be really interesting. But yeah, no, I think that the casting part is going to be interesting. I wonder if they settle them in as established or establish them through the series, and maybe the movie is a Tommy type thing. Because personally, I think that Tommy is going to be where you're going to get less casual fans in. People who know that character, I think that hurt the new movie that you and I personally really like. So
I think everybody involved with this network loves the new movie. Because even Chris is like, that movie's the shit.
But yeah, no, I'm ready to move forward. I hope that this movie's good. Give me a good Billy. I love RJ Kyler as Billy, but I'm down for anybody who can do a good job with Billy.
Yeah,
he's my personal favorite character in the entire universe. And give me Babu and give me Babu. That's all I need. Oh, Matt's frozen.
I'm frozen.
No, you're not. No, you're not. No, you're not.
Okay, I was about to say I laid back, but I wasn't frozen.
Babu is my favorite character. One of Rita Repulsa's henchmen. So give me Babu. Give me a good Babu and a good bulk and skull, and I'm good.
Yeah, I definitely understand where you're coming from there. Yeah, like I said, it'll be interesting. I am just personally, I still think the first film you have to do without Tommy. That's just me, because I think it'll go film to series, and then sequels when you bring in Tommy, you build it up in the series, because that's you always have to have that Red was the original leader.
Yeah, I know. I'm thinking about it from a financial standpoint, I think, more than anything else.
Yeah, I get that.
And for those movies to be successful, they need to be financially sound.
Yeah, but then again, you could cut the budget down. That's a film you could probably get away with doing it on a $60 million budget.
Sure. Practical costumes would be something that I would be interested in seeing. Probably not spandex, but still practical. Well,
you got to remember the last costumes are practical for the most part. They just decided, let's throw all these CG effects in there.
Yeah.
I think the leather costumes we got in the original movie might be the best route to go, that mixture of leather and plastic.
Yeah, I can see it. So what were you talking about as I was up here?
Oh, I just did my quick reviews for Borat 2, or Borat, the subsequent movie.
What did you think of Borat?
I thought it was okay. I didn't love it. Then again, I never saw the first Borat, so I didn't go in with the same attachment that some other people might have.
Yeah. I get it. Okay, moving on to
and then I was talking about the witches when you came back. Which I can see why it got moved to HBO Max. That movie would not have gotten them any money, and anybody who's interested in seeing it would just hop on HBO Max and forget.
Well, release it around Halloween time. It makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, Anne Hathaway was over the top. That was just my thing.
I gotcha.
But you're doing good now. You're all good.
Yeah, little tummy problems here and there because of the milk, I'm sure, but I'm good.
It's probably a mixture of the two. Let's be honest.
Oh, that's gonna be fun. We'll worry about that later. If I step away, it's to take it. All right, go on.
All right, moving on. No Time to Die had talks of going on streaming, and then they decided, no, we're not going to. We want to preserve the theatrical experience, and then there apparently might be still talks for streaming. We don't know at this point. But me personally, being a fan of Daniel Craig's Bond films, I would prefer to see this final film in theaters. It's like his films outside of Quantum of Solace have all been entertaining. Sure, Spectre isn't the greatest, but it's still entertaining.
Yeah, I get it. I mean, I think that, I don't know, I worry that we're heading into a route where streaming is going to be the only thing that we get.
And I get that totally. I mean, we'll touch upon it later when we get into some other news, but there was an argument on SEN this week that I kind of wanted to get your thoughts on because of streaming. Like, so well, actually, it's in a couple. Let's go to it now because Joker and Deathstroke have been confirmed for the Suicide, or not for the Suicide Squad, for the Justice League Snyder Cut. They're Joe Manganiello and Jared Leto's Joker are on set for reshoots, and some people want to argue that this is no longer the Snyder Cut. This is just a completely new movie.
I would argue that if they are Zack Snyder doing these reshoots, then yes, they are his movie. I mean, think about it. Was the movie done being filmed?
For the most part, minus reshoots. But here's my argument. My argument is he had a couple of years to sit on how he'd like to add to this story.
Right. Yeah.
It's still his cut.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if he decided, hey, I want to add this. Is this okay? And he gets the approval.
He's George Lucasing it.
Yeah.
His movie was done, and now he's going with his grubby little fingers. He's going, well, it's time. Maybe we can throw a little bit of Watto in the background here. Maybe we can change the way Jabba the Hutt looks so he looks more like Jabba the Hutt. Yeah, so that's basically what's going on in George Lucas's mind right now. I mean, Zack Snyder. So let's hope that he's not going back and ruining what was already there. I don't know. You know me. I wanted Jared Leto's Joker to be good. He wasn't as great as everybody said. Some people would say he's horrible. I know, Matthew. You don't have to bring it up.
I wouldn't say it's horrible. I just didn't like it.
You know, I wonder if we can get some form of a redeeming factor out of him, out of this. Like,
see, that's my thing.
I have this this argument that the purple Lamborghini music video is where that true Joker came out. Like, I thought that during the purple Lamborghini music video
that was what you're getting.
That he looked. I mean, this was after the movie came out. You know, he was more that movie's Suicide Squad, and I think the Suicide Squad is going to be a lot more colorful. Suicide Squad benefits from maybe more of a contrasty or colorful movie. We didn't get that.
We got dark, gritty.
You know, Purple Lamborghini, the music video was, you know, contrasty. It looked really, really nice for what it's worth. And I just wonder if maybe, and you know, he acted more like the Joker. He still had his tattoos. Don't get me wrong. I don't love the tattoos, but you know, everybody's trying to do something different with the Joker, and adding the tattoos was David Ayer's way of doing something different with the Joker. Did it work? I don't know, but I think it would have worked if you had gotten rid of the forehead tattoo. That's always what I have said. I don't hate the other ones as much as other people. I love the Dead Robin one. I think that the Dead Robin one is the best one. Now, what people are speculating is that this could be that scene where in Batman vs. Superman, when Batman turns around to the dead Joker outfit, which, by the way, we might not want this as much as people are saying, because Zack Snyder, the genius that he is, said that Dick Grayson was the one that died, which, oh boy, is probably the worst thing that I could possibly see.
Yeah, but he can retcon that himself.
I hope to God that he is. I don't think so, though. I think that we are going to be getting a Dick Grayson getting murdered scene. Who is going to be playing? Maybe they throw Timothée Chalamet in there. If you see him walking around on the set. But yeah, I don't know. I'm hopeful, but not hopeful whatsoever when it comes to these reshoots.
Yeah, I'm more interested in Deathstroke.
Well, he already shows up in Justice League, so maybe they're just playing more off of that scene.
That's what I'm. See, I remember he had the camera tests for the Batman on set for Justice League. So I'm curious to see if we get more of that.
For the Batman.
Back when Ben Affleck was directing the Batman, Deathstroke was supposed to be a major point of it.
Ah, yes.
And
I still wonder if we were getting a Red Hood movie out of that. But
yeah. But I'm wondering if we're going to get more build up into what that was supposed to be, and maybe Snyder's side of things, like we talked about a few months ago, becomes the HBO Max exclusive. You get the Batman miniseries and so on and so forth.
I don't know. I wonder if Ben Affleck will actually do that. Is this a bad time?
No, my dad's texting me, freaking out at me because I didn't respond to their text on time when I did.
Okay. Well, if you want to figure that out, I will talk about the Joker and Justice League. Here's the thing, people, is that Joker, we didn't get the right Joker in Suicide Squad. And apparently we got a lot more footage of that Joker. So I feel like there is some redeeming stuff about Jared Leto's Joker. And I am curious as to whether we will be getting something incredibly interesting when it comes down to this. Maybe we get a tattooed Joker for this. That would be really nice because, like I said, I think that the damage tattoo is probably the worst tattoo possible. You don't see Batman walking around with a "My parents are dead" tattoo on his forehead. It's not. You don't need the redeeming factor to be tattooed on the forehead. But yeah, I am really hopeful for this. At the same time, I'm not. If you guys have any takes on the Joker, I would love to interact with them. And, I wonder if this is also going to be confusing things because will we be getting maybe a Jared Leto Joker and then another Joker in the Batman, which I know that people don't want, but people, come on, what's going to be making them money? It's the Joker. It made $1 billion for DC. So I think inevitably, let's hope that maybe it's for like the third film in the Robert Pattinson universe, we're going to be getting another Joker. But yeah, there is just way, way, way too many Jokers out there, people. The Deathstroke stuff wise, I do like the idea that maybe they are trying to create something more within the universe of Deathstroke acting as the antagonist for maybe a Batman series. I just don't personally think that they're going to get Ben Affleck to sign on for that much. But we'll see. So everybody, at the end of the day, Jared Leto's Joker, I'm excited about it, but I'm cautious about it. And at the end of the day, the Deathstroke stuff is obviously more intriguing when it comes to what we might be getting out of this. Well, it seems as though Matt is still on the other end right now. We can talk about the results that I am feeling right now when it comes to this chip. I feel fine, everybody. Thank you all for having some concern for me in the comments. I really do appreciate it. Back on my tangent, though. These movies are great. They're made by great people in my life, and I'm currently a part of their sequels, follow-up movies for what's coming next. And I am super duper excited to share with you guys what we have moving forward when it comes down to it. But buy the movies, everybody. They are great films. But yeah, I definitely can say that I will be feeling the stomach problems later on. My stomach is already rumbling from this mess. But yeah, I hope that everybody is having a good night. I would have loved to have seen a dog check today because that Browns game was absolutely insane, and I really enjoyed watching it. I watched the final minute of it when they ran down the field, and 3 absolutely positively incredible catches were made by Higgins and Donovan Peoples-Jones. So that was really exciting. Wanted to bring that up because
like I said,
I thought that the Peoples-Jones catch was going to be intercepted. I'm just going to leave it at that.
Well, like I said up top, we are actually going live tomorrow at 8 p.m.
I know, but I have no clue what to talk about, and there's nobody else on the stream with me, so I was just kind of rambling.
Yeah, no, it's one of those things. It is what it is. But moving on, we got something that made Taylor just love that they're in his words, going with the bit. We got our first look as Tom Holland as Nathan Drake.
I love it because it's literally a picture of Tom Holland.
Yeah, I'm like Tom Holland in adventure wear. That's cool. Doesn't look like Nathan Drake.
As I've said, this movie has not intrigued me at all. I'm so sorry. This movie has not intrigued me at all. I don't care. I was surprised. I think that the fact that this movie has gotten to the point that it has gotten to is incredible to me. The fact that we are actually able to see set photos and see Tom Holland as Nathan Drake is amazing, because this movie was in such developmental hell for the longest time. I still get it. Mark Wahlberg as Sully does not make any sense whatsoever. What do you think, Matt?
I mean, it's gonna be a movie apparently, so that's where I'm at. Like, good for them, I guess. It's not anything I was interested in seeing in the first place, and because I don't know the series at all, really.
It is a very popular series.
No, I get that. I totally get that. But like, damn. Like,
people were going crazy over this photo, so I will give it to them that they got what they wanted, apparently.
A negative reaction to the photo. So,
because like I said, to me it just looks like a photo.
Yeah, to me it just looks like Tom Holland and
right,
getting his Indiana Jones on. So
I could see that in the future too.
Oh God, no, never. But yeah, I'm just so meh about it. Like, what am I supposed to feel? I'm just excited. It's a picture.
We are currently talking about it as two people who clearly do not give a shit about it on a podcast talking about movies. So maybe we should move on to the next topic.
Well, my thing is, show me a little bit of footage. That's what people want to see. They want to see footage. They want to see how he's going to walk. They want to see how he's going to talk. Even when we got the Joaquin as the Joker thing, it was that original tease we got. Look.
Dude, trust me, there's no doubt in my mind that I wasn't going absolutely insane over that.
See, but that's my point. It gave people an idea of what to expect. And because
we should have Tom Holland standing there as Tom Holland, and then he'll just awkwardly be standing there for 15 seconds, and then it'll just cut, and he'll become Nathan Drake.
We talked about the 355 trailer a couple weeks ago, Allie. Yeah,
I don't know what that is.
It's a Universal woman spy flick.
Oh yes, that looks great.
Yeah, it does look great. We talked about it a few weeks ago. I think that might have been the last live episode. It was the last live episode we have had of this show, or the episode before that. But I was excited about it. I really dug it. So, but moving on, we're gonna move on to Nick's favorite news of the last week. The Fast and Furious films will end with number 11. I am heartbroken, personally. I loved this series. It is one of my go-to film franchises after Star Wars and Lord of the Rings. It's right up there. And it hurts to see that it's all finally coming to an end. But I shouldn't say it's not expected, because honestly, to say that this hasn't been... The franchise hasn't been the same since we lost Paul Walker. Honestly, like 7 was okay. You could tell that it was probably going a different way, and they changed it up a bit once he died. Then 8 was okay. It wasn't great, but it still honored Paul in a certain way. So now we're on to 9, and we got that trailer, and we saw not all blood is family, and we all got hyped, and then COVID shut it down. So.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I wouldn't go out of my way to be like, oh, I'm so happy that these movies are ended. Because first of all, I think that it is incredible that a series can go on for as long as it can, hire as many daring and courageous and incredible and people out there and me. So I am really, really excited to. I'm excited to see it move forward because I think that space is probably going to be, the next route that they're going to go with it. And
I think Ludacris confirmed it.
Yeah, and like I don't know what the hell the last movie is going to be because you go up into space and like I don't know.
Else can you go?
This series has, all jokes aside, this series has a special place in my heart because I was a part of Fast and Furious 8 and the process of it being filmed in Cleveland. And it's funny because it wouldn't be a stream without me unplugging my mic. There have been these posts on Instagram going around of the scene where obviously they're driving and the cars are coming out of the garage. And, you know, I think that it's amazing, and I'm not trying to brag. It's just I get to be like, oh, I was in the garage during that scene. So it has a special place in my heart. Easy.
Yeah, I was about to say, are you feeling it? You good?
I'm just waiting for you to talk, my friend.
Well, no, you. I didn't know if you were done talking.
Sorry. Yeah, no. So, I mean, I'm not mad that this series. I'm not like cheering that this series is ending. But here's the thing: is that it prints money. And Hobbs and Shaw, whether you liked it or not, I thought it was fine. But I'm not a fan of this series. Printed money. So
it didn't make as much as I wanted to, though. That's known.
This series is never going to go away. In about 5 years, they'll probably reboot it with, I don't know, Timothy Chalamet or the bald head as Dominic Toretto or something like that. So, like, this series is never going away. We're going to continue to get these movies until they end, and until the end of time. I feel like, and just because they say that 10 and 11 is it, that doesn't mean it's it. I just have a feeling. That's a personal opinion of mine.
Well, here's my thing.
They'll be like, Fast 12. Vin Diesel needs a new house.
Here's my thing. I think that'll be the end of the Fast saga films, but I think we're gonna get two more spin-offs other than Hobbs and Shaw. 2 more spin-off series.
Yeah, I believe it. A women's series, maybe with Michelle Rodriguez, and I don't know, Vin Diesel's kid or something.
I was about to say the person who plays his sister. Her name's escaping me right now.
Can you live with the shrimp dinner? No.
But yeah, so I don't know how much I'm necessarily upset or excited about this. I just know that it has a great place in my heart, and I'm very appreciative of these movies existing. I wasn't before, I'm going to be honest. But now I know, like, you know, I mean, when they talk about family, it felt like a family on the set as well. So.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be weird for me. And then you look at when the series started in 2001. So to start in 2001, and by the time these are all said and done, it's probably gonna be like 2025, 2026. It's 25 years and 11. That's.
Do you at least want the fries? I don't want fries.
Yeah, I think that eventually every good thing needs to come to an end, and until Disney buys the Fast and Furious franchise, it might end temporarily. Just kidding. I had to crack a joke about Disney owning everything. All right, well, moving on to our next topic.
Yeah, next topic, which is important to me at least. I'm kidding. It's not. I don't care anything about this. Legally Blonde 3. It got confirmed. It's not Valentine's Day 2020, but it's been officially confirmed. Reese Witherspoon is coming back. We're getting Legally Blonde 3. My question is, who in the hell asked for this?
I'm sure that there's fans of this series out there. I know that the two of us probably aren't, so this will probably be another short topic. Listen, I maybe I'm calling myself an over sentimental moron right now, but like we're in a time right now where a lot of people need a lot of happiness. And if Legally Blonde 3 is bringing some joy to some people's faces, then so be it. I worry that it's probably going to be a movie that comes out way far past its prime, man. Just like a lot of comedies, sequels that come out way far past its prime. And we'll see what happens.
Yeah, it's just why did we need a Legally Blonde 3?
Because money.
Is that even going to make money? That just sounds like you're burning money at this point. Like, here, let's make this series, and it's like, well, it's been like 15 years. Should we give it another shot?
Boom.
Like that. That's what it seems like a lot of series are doing right now.
Yeah, and 99% of them fail.
Yeah, it's just like I look at Dumb and Dumber. Like that.
Right. Yeah.
That didn't do anything. Zoolander 2, another one. We don't need film franchises to continue 15 years later. As much as Connor and Taylor will defend the next film I'm going to talk about, and I'm going to say it's utter shit, Terminator, that thing fucking bombed at the box office. And rightfully so.
To your opinion.
Yes.
I didn't watch, or I watched in and out of it that night. That was a Parker premiere night when I was in and out of a movie theater that was playing it because we were anticipating and waiting for our screening to happen. And I thought, this is a movie.
As someone who loves that franchise and whatnot, I hated it, and I hated everything it stood for and did. So
Fair enough.
No,
yeah,
I'll say this. I was interested after the opening. I said, "Ooh, where are they taking this?" Oh, it's rehashing everything that didn't work in the past 3 films. Never mind, this is shit. There we go.
You're right.
Now I'm done.
All right. Well, moving on to our next topic.
Yeah, no, it was. Oof. Yeah, I want to talk about something else because I'm gonna get on a tangent on that.
I just tried to move on.
I know.
Didn't listen. All right. What's next?
Well, actually, let's talk about this. The big news I forgot to make a graphic for, but last week we got the Furiosa film confirmed with a cast that features Anya Taylor-Joy, Chris Hemsworth, and Yahya Abdul-Mateen.
Love Yahya. Cast Yahya in literally everything.
I am very excited for that. I mean, a lot of people are hurt that it's not Charlize and this, that, and the other, and I totally get that. But it's a prequel film. They could go. I feel like I say this for anything when it talks about using an older actor who's now getting replaced by a younger actor for the same character. It could go the Young Indiana Jones television series route, where you have that episode where Indy's got a sax and it's Harrison Ford cameoing, and he's sitting there in a rocking chair playing the sax, reminiscing about this one time when he was younger. You could still do that with Furiosa too.
Yeah, I mean, I find that to be a bit cheesy. It's like you don't need to, if they're going to do a prequel series, just do it as a prequel. You don't need to have the original person come back in every single thing. I get the Harrison Ford one. I hope that came later on. But yeah, I think that the cast for this movie is incredible. If it means that we get another Chrome George Miller movie, then I am perfectly fine with that. Because those movies are absolutely fantastic. And yes, Furiosa with a sax. That would
no
that's
sax
the movie.
there.
That's the movie right there, Connor. Thank you. And yes, I'll watch that as well. But yeah, I don't know. I think that this movie has a phenomenal cast. I wonder what Yahya and Chris Evans are playing. Because I mean, Yahya's played the villain before, but I want to see him as a good guy again, like in Watchmen.
I think he's going to be the good guy. I'm wondering when it comes to Chris, is he going to play a younger version of Immortan Joe from Fury Road?
Ooh, that could be very interesting. Yeah, I would love to see Chris Evans in the bad guy role. or Chris Evans, Chris Hemsworth in the bad guy role. Has he ever really even played that before?
Technically Ghostbusters, when his body
Okay.
got taken over.
Oh, well, yeah. But I don't know. I think that this could be interesting. I think that like I said, George Miller, give me another Chrome movie and I'm perfectly fine. I love that version of Furious Road. Mad Max Fury Road.
Who Hemsworth or Yahya Abdul-Mahim? Oh, Hemsworth. There we go. Hemsworth. Yeah, agreed. I think a Morton Joe might be where we're going with that.
But are we just rehashing characters from the old movies at this point?
Well, we know that he's connected to her in her younger days somehow. That's why, to me, that just makes sense.
Okay. I mean, you're right. Yeah, I could get behind that.
Chris, how you feeling, bud?
Yo, what's going on, you crazy kids?
What are you doing here, buddy?
I just got back I was doing some stuff at work, but I'm here hanging out with y'all now. What's going on?
Oh, I am so glad. And now that Matt has another part.
Word. What I meant.
I think he's running to the bathroom.
Okay. Yeah, I got to see that. I saw Nick's Six thing, which I mean, all respect. That's that was definitely something.
I said none of us can give him shit until any of us take that on.
Oh no, like I mean, I'm no like I've done the bomb a couple times for those who are fans of Hot Ones on YouTube. The bomb.
See, Hot Ones did this. They did the chip. That's how I found out about it.
Yeah. Before we continue, yeah. Shout out to my was it Blackberry Ginger Ale? But what the show though? What I missed?
I want an episode completely centered on why Chris is always standing up.
I feel better when I stand. When I do my radio shows, I stand. I don't like sitting for them. I don't know. When I sit,
get used to a sitting Chris soon enough.
Yeah, I will. This is just like spur of the moment. I just got home, but you'll catch me sitting more. I promise, Connor. Was that Connor that asked?
Yep, that was Connor.
Yeah, so you'll catch me sitting more. I promise. But I feel better when I stand.
Yeah, Jen Serena. Chris Hemsworth was kind of a bad guy in El Royale. Yeah, he was. I forgot about that movie. I only saw that movie. I've only seen half of that movie. It never caught my attention.
Yeah, Bad Times. Saw it once. I mean, Drew Goddard. One hell of a discography or filmography though. He's written and directed some great stuff.
And directed some stuff that we'll probably never see. Deadpool 3.
Yeah, and his stuff on TV has been phenomenal too. Like he created Daredevil, so I am eternally grateful for Drew Goddard and his stuff.
Yes.
Hey, you want a Fresca? I know that reference. Oh, that's
Boys.
that's the boys. That's good. That's good stuff, Connor. But let me do my best Thomas Jefferson impression. And what did I miss? Go ahead.
Well,
hit me with
so I tried saving certain topics knowing you'd be coming on soon. But we talked about No Time to Die and its streaming weirdness going on right now. We talked about the Power Rangers reboot.
Yeah, more PR, baby.
We talked about Tom Holland looking like Tom Holland in adventure wear.
Yeah, Uncharted. Just
and we talked about the Joker and Deathstroke coming into the Snyder Cut reshoots.
I can talk.
I know you probably watched SEN this week. I know you saw how Kate was freaking out at Christian about how this is no longer the Snyder Cut; it's a new film.
Okay, so just a couple quick thoughts on the things you just mentioned.
Yeah.
Tom Holland being Nathan Drake, he looks like an adventurer.
Yeah,
the hard part is that he's so young, and I mean that's been the thing that people have been saying ever since he got casted.
Yep.
That he's pretty young to play Nathan Drake. So that's my biggest thing, and we got to see a little bit of Mark Wahlberg's Sully mustache, and it doesn't even is it real? I don't think it's real. No Time to Die going to streaming really sucks. If No Time to Die goes to streaming, then be prepared because
it's not. They've said it's not. We just got that weird shit going on.
Hypothetically, if it does go to streaming, then prepare for the floodgates to open on these bigger movies going to streaming services. Because this is as big of a movie as you can get. James Bond is still a blockbuster, it's still a recognizable name, And if it goes to a Netflix or Hulu or whatever the hell, then let's start getting worried about the future of movie theaters as a whole. Not just the baby theaters going, but all of them going. Power Rangers, yeah, give me some more of this, baby. I love the 2017 one. I think we all do. That movie rules. I think it was a great way to introduce new fans and to give enough of the fanboys like us some love, especially the very end. But now with this rebooted movie and TV universe, if they're interweaved, then great. But let's not get too Power Rangers-y. Let's still be Power Rangers, but let's not get too geeky at it at the same time. Let's introduce a new generation to Power Rangers, because if you go back and watch the Mighty Morphin one, it's dated as hell and it's weird. It's super weird. Power Rangers is a weird concept, so you have to introduce a whole new generation to that. So Power Rangers, and it's from the guy that created I'm Not Okay With This on Netflix. Yes, please. I'll take that and some more, please. What else did I miss? I want to say
we talked about Legally Blonde 3 happening.
Great. I know
you're the only one who said that.
I know. I mean, I know. Reese Witherspoon has been teasing this for years now, and MGM's like, we're gonna get that in 2022. Okay, cool. Legally Blonde. I've seen the first one like one time. I may have to revisit them, but the fact that there's two of these is already something, and the fact that fans are still clamoring for more. Okay, cool. And what else besides Zack Snyder? I'll save that for last.
That's the Zack Snyder stuff was Fast and Furious ending, and then Zack Snyder stuff.
Fast and Furious. When I think of American cinema, I think of Fast and Furious. Fast and Furious is a storied franchise that will stand the test of time. We will look at these movies. They'll be in the Criterion Collection one day because they're fantastic.
I hope so.
I think, they're dumb at some points. They can get ridiculous, but it's the perfect movie to turn your brain off and just enjoy what's going on the screen. It's all about family, too. That's the core of Fast and Furious. It's family. It's a family movie. So Fast and Furious ending with 10 and 11. I thought they'd end at 10 flat, not go the extra 11. But I guess Vin Diesel's like, I got one more in me. So, all right, cool. Give me one more. I'll happily take it. And Zack Snyder, right?
Yeah.
Zack Snyder, he is. I understand what Kate Mulligan was saying on for those who don't know, SCN is the Schmodown Entertainment Network, and they do a weekly show every day, every weekday, I should say. Yeah. But I think this movie was never done, right? And we know that from the beginning. This movie was never done, and they shot what they shot. They shot a decent amount of it, like 90 or what feels like 80% at the least.
Right.
And then that's when Joss Whedon took over and redid a lot of that stuff. And the fact that we're getting the Joker and Deathstroke makes it seem like he's getting a little antsy and adding a little more to it than originally planned. That's my 2 cents. Granted, I don't know anything. Well, I'm not Zack Snyder's friend.
What I said is, and I kind of fall more on the side with Christian. Shocker, unless it's Schmodown, it seems like I'm on the. I get where he's coming from, but I said he's been sitting on this film of what he would have wanted to do for a couple years, and now he has a chance to do it. That's still his cut. It might not have been what was in the original script, but he has every right to decide to add it on if he gets the approval to. So
exactly, and they gave him $70 million. And a lot of it's shot already. You already got a lot of the movie done. So you finish the effects, you add on what you want to add on. I'm surprised that Jared Leto's coming back to do the Joker because he gets super method with it. Seeing more Joe Manganiello as Deathstroke is awesome.
Yes.
That's really cool. My only thing is that the Snyder Cut, it's more than what we were sold on, at least when the hashtag was a thing, right? The fact that I'm saying that now is so mind-bending to me still. But this is going to be a bigger project than what the Snyder Cut initially was. And that was a hard pill for me to swallow because I saw some people freaking out about it on Twitter. I was one of them. Like, yo, is this like it's Zack Snyder saying like, since I got the money, might as well. And right. I think that's still the case. But Zack Snyder, do you, man? I'm a sheep. I'm still going to see the damn thing. Yeah, that's what I'm on.
I'm just at the point where I'm like, okay, let's I'll see it.
Just give it to me. Just give it to me.
Just give it to me.
Give it to me now.
I don't know what else to say at that point. It looks like we got Nick back.
Yeah,
Nick, how you feeling?
Hi, Nick.
fine. Chris, thank God you're here. But yeah, no, I'm good. Just chilling.
That was the Chris Anthony Lopez movie minute.
Yep.
That's how
hopefully
we
it was-
should do news every week on this show.
No. Did you have to make your first trip to the bathroom?
No, I was just needed a break. I'm good. But no, yeah, we should do news like that every week so we could play games and stuff instead.
Yeah, just let me tackle the news. It'll be done in 2 minutes.
Normally when we have interview
I talk
episodes, I
fast.
do that.
So I'm sorry for those who couldn't keep up. I
Yeah.
talk really fast in general, so I apologize. But yeah, keep going.
All right. Well, first, we got 3 pieces of movie news left.
Hit me.
Number 1 is Michael B. Jordan is set to star and direct Creed 3. How do you feel, Chris Anthony Lopez?
The first 2 Creed movies are some of the best movies I've seen in the 2010s. I think they're fantastic. I second everything Taylor Cleek just said. You're still somehow the cute one of Florida Real Entertainment, and you just had your first bowel movement.
My girlfriend would be agreeing with you guys too if she's watching. Yeah.
We're a boy band.
Oh, to everybody, I'm good. My dad's texting me if I'm good because he didn't see me on the stream.
But Creed 3. Michael B. Jordan just seems like the type of guy that he's shifting more towards behind the scenes stuff, being behind the camera than in front of it.
And we'll get to that next. We'll get to
I
that
was just
another
about
one
to
next.
spoil it. But I like what Michael B. Jordan is doing. He's a great actor with a great filmography. He's real precise with the roles that he takes. He doesn't just do anything.
Mhm.
And the Creed franchise is something that's been on his back for a while now, obviously, because he's the title character. But the fact that he wants to direct it as well makes me feel more comfortable with what the. If this is the last one, great. But if there's more in this universe after that, if Michael B. Jordan at least has his hand in it, I'll take it. But I would like that. I would like Creed 3 to be the end of these movies, personally.
See,
You can tell a story with these, and they've been telling a story with these. You can wrap it with 3, have MBJ direct the 3rd one, have his story end the way he would like to tell it, and then wrap it. We don't need to be like Rocky, where we have like 6 of these things.
See, I think, and this is I was lucky enough to when Creed 2 came out, I was lucky enough to go with my father to work a camera for an interview he did with the director Stephen Caple Jr., who's from Cleveland. Stephen Caple Jr., I know he said after that, he's like, I'd love to do the 3rd one. I have an idea of where I'd want to take it, and I talked with Ryan and have an idea of what he would want to do, because without Ryan Coogler, this whole thing
Another
never
guy
happened.
with a great filmography.
Yeah, without Ryan Coogler, we never have Creed at all. So, but and then he said afterwards, this is something people aren't going to like to hear, but Ryan Coogler is not in the business of wanting to do sequels. That is why he goes to being a producer on it. It's why Marvel he only signed a 1-movie contract with Marvel initially with Black Panther, and then they backed up the Brink truck to get him to sign on for Black Panther 2.
And that's if we see that.
Okay, that's if apparently we're still going to see it. There's going to be reworking done, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, it's one of those things, man. Like, as soon as I saw this, I'm like, not Stephen Caple Jr. But hey, MBJ, you've been getting more into the producing and everything. Like, he sponsored that Amazon drive-in thing this summer.
Yeah. Like Michael B. Jordan's just being a more prominent presence in film and not just an actor. And like you mentioned the producing stuff. If he is officially directing this, then awesome. I'm gonna see this nonetheless. Like, I don't care who directs this thing. I'm seeing a Creed 3.
Yeah.
Creed 2. I didn't love it as much as the first one, but damn, it's still really good. In my opinion,
it's probably like number 1's here for me, and number 2's like right here. It's so close. I love both of them.
They're both great.
I love them than any of the Rocky films.
Wow.
It's all a part of the same franchise. So if I'm ranking it, it's Creed 2, or
Wow.
Creed 1, Creed 2, Rocky, Rocky 2, Rocky 3, Rocky 4, Rocky Balboa, and Rocky 5.
I'm not even gonna begin to tackle that. Nick, what do
No,
you
tackle
think
it.
No, go ahead. What do you think of Creed 3?
I mean, again, I'll agree with your sentiment. It's a person that probably should direct the movie if anybody else is going to. I mean, if Stephen Caple Jr. is not going to do it, which is there a problem there, or did he?
I don't know.
Like that's kind of where I'm.
It could have just been
more.
Michael B. wanted to.
Yeah, I mean, and if he wanted to do it, who's going to tell him no? He's going to tell him no. So,
But I remember he was telling us Stephen Caple was telling my father and I that he's very hands-on. Like Michael B. goes behind the camera after takes. He wants to do this. He wants to do that. And so when I heard it, I wasn't initially surprised because I'm like, oh, okay, kind of goes along with what I heard. So cool. And when I heard, and the next piece of news we'll tackle, when I heard that, I'm like, okay, it's making a lot of sense. But
Nick, can you confirm that you're okay?
Yeah, I'm so. I'm fine.
For the viewers at home, thank you, Nick. Make me feel better in the process. All right, hit me with the next piece.
But yeah, no. You got to tackle. You're like, I'm not even going to tackle it. You got to tackle it. I'm not going to get on you. I just want to hear. What's your ranking? What's your ranking?
You're not going to get on me. That's probably like the most contradicting thing.
I promise. I promise. I will.
I remember when
you
you said that about my Spider-Man take, but okay.
It's like, Chris, I'm not going to get on you, but your take sucks. Like, no, the Creed movies are definitely top 5 in my opinion. I have to rewatch Rocky 3, 4, 5, and Balboa. So keep that in mind. But my top 5 would consist of, in no order, the first 2 Creed movies, the first 2 Rocky movies, and Rocky 4.
No, 3 and 4. I can understand. 4 being above.
Sorry, that was me contributing to my Matt Thomas of the day.
And people like 4 more than 3. I just think 4 is a music video. That's my thing.
And man, I love me some music. I love a kick-ass music video.
But yeah, so but it's basically the same. Like you just said, Creed 1, 2, Rocky 1, 2.
I said in no order. In no order.
Just give the order. Give the order.
Rocky.
Okay.
Creed.
Okay.
Rocky 2, Rocky 4, Creed 2.
Okay.
My best, because I'm biased to the black guy, but that's just how I feel.
For me, Rocky. I guess Rocky doesn't hit me as emotionally as it hits some people. That's my.
When did you watch Rocky? I think it's another thing.
When I was 11.
Okay.
I was 11
about Rocky before Creed came out.
Yeah,
You've seen him, but did you care?
Yeah, I did. I would the Rocky series is a series I watch 1 through 3 at least once a year. I
was late to the party with Rocky, and that's why.
So I was interested in seeing Rocky Balboa, and we had that entire Rocky box set, which made the picture of him on the side when I was growing up. So I made it my goal to rewatch all of those movies, or to watch those movies before I saw Rocky Balboa.
Okay.
And 5 is just horrendous. I've only seen 5 once in my life. Even at the age of 11 or 12, I said, this movie's shit. Chris, they couldn't get him a sponsorship?
I know. It doesn't make any sense. It's Rocky, damn it.
He just fucking took down Russia. He ended the Cold War, and they couldn't get him a sponsorship?
Like Adidas can say, Puma can say anything. Like
fucking Pepsi, Sprite,
Coke, K-Swiss. Like somebody.
And for those who don't get, Christian has a little inside joke there. Just watch SEN.
Yeah.
Let's
talk about Michael B. Jordan.
So Michael B. Jordan. The next, I don't have a graphic ready for it, but the next piece of news is that he is producing the Static Shock film.
Okay, and I can't wait for my call to play Virgil Hawkins. I'm waiting for it. I'm BJ. Come on, come find
Can
me.
you act?
I can damn sure try. Give me a script. Send me something. I'll do a screen test. Come on, give me something. But
You need an agent.
that's fine. I'll call George.
He doesn't have that kind of connections.
George can be my agent. He can write me, bro. Or I can call her agent since he's out here managing people as well. So either way, Michael B. Jordan producing Static Shock. I mean, of course, big picture. I'm thinking, like, what is this franchise going to be? And I want Static Shock to be the biggest thing on the planet. Like I've said on this show before, on this channel before, Static Shock has Spider-Man-esque potential.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's a Spider-Man-esque character. This could be similar to Miles Morales Into the Spider-Verse type of impact. And I think the only knock I have against Miles, at least the impact that Miles has had, is because he was piggybacking off of Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, that's the only thing. And I love Miles Morales. He is my favorite. I love Miles
I
so
was
much.
about to say he's probably the
still there
character
somewhere.
that being half his. I'm just
half Hispanic, half African American. Like I see a lot of myself in Miles Morales in my
Right.
first. So I love that character a ton. But Virgil Hawkins is also somebody that before we got all this crazy stuff in the Marvel universe, before Miles was even created, we had Milestone Comics and we had Virgil Hawkins, aka Static Shock. And when we got the announcement at DC Fandom that this movie was happening, I was like, yo, this is nuts, right? It was already nuts that DC is putting the money behind a Static Shock feature film.
right.
Great. Now this news comes out of Michael B. Jordan coming out or being a part of this movie in a producing capacity. Yes.
Could we see him directing it now? That's
Maybe.
that's my next question. Because
That's a thought. I want everyone to be black. They should do the Black Panther approach. Everyone should be black.
well, Richie can't be black. Richie can't be
Not
black.
Rich. I'm not saying the casting should be black, but everyone behind the scenes should be.
And I think they touched on that at Fandom.
as I hope they did. But no, Gear doesn't need to be black. He's Virgil's white friend. We can have that still be the case. So, but Michael B. Jordan producing this adds a name behind it. That's before we get a casting, before we get a director. What a decent name to have behind a movie that's gonna need it. Static
Yep.
needs all the love it could possibly get, so it can reach that Spider-Man Miles Morales potential. Because Miles had Spider-Man already. Spider-Man had Marvel, so it already had a decent platform. Miles Morales or Static Shock, it's more niche in DC. It's not Batman, it's not Superman, not Wonder Woman. Shazam worked, awesome. If Shazam worked, Static Shock can work.
Yeah.
But we just need as many people behind it as possible to make many decent names and good people behind this movie. And Michael B. Jordan's a good way to start, 100%.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna move on to our last piece of our second to last piece of movie news,
Mm-hmm.
and that's Coming to America 2 got bought by Amazon. Like
I'm out here making money moves, baby.
that when that news broke, that shocked me. But I know Christian Harloff actually went on and had a theory that made sense to me. So.
What was that?
And this is kind of what led into the discussion that I want your opinion on when it came to RB3 and his staunch stance of, you can't release all this stuff on streaming, man. This is no.
Is that your impression of it?
No.
No, go ahead. Tell me that you agree with.
Christian brought up the point that in a lot of these contracts, Chris, you're frozen. Hold on, I'm going to drop you and bring you back in. There we go. Christian brought up the point. Oh, I think we lost Chris completely. Chris is in the upside down. I'm going to drop him out. Chris, if you can hear me, drop back out and come in. Yeah. Yeah. So, hello. So going on to the Christian's point, as I was just talking about with Chris, Christian brought up the fact that a lot of these movie contracts have, like, especially if you're a producer and the star and things like that, have it where you get paid on the back end based on what the movie's going to make. and with movies not going into cinemas, theater or Paramount was just make no money off of it, and so now it's going to streaming, where they paid $128 million, I think it was, for it. $128 million for the rights to this film, and it's going to release on Amazon in December. And it's just like, if you're paying $128 million, you're paying for a lot. That's probably less than half. That's probably double what the movie costs.
For which one?
Presumably.
Coming to America too.
Ah, yes.
Coming to America.
God, I hope not. But it's probably double what the movie costs. So you're basically that other half is probably paying off Eddie's contract and things like that, so they can just release it and be done.
Yeah, Eddie Murphy's half that production budget was going to Eddie Murphy. Let's be real.
For however much.
I mean,
That
well,
too.
he's the star, so
He has to pay off his buddies. Arsenio Hall, you got to get my man his paycheck too.
yeah, but he's the star. So hey, I mean, good.
I thought it was
More
gonna
power
follow
to
his son more, but that's just me.
No, it's him coming to America in search of this long lost son that he didn't never know he had.
Ah,
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And the
Yeah.
thing.
No,
I'm the long
I think it's Chris Wood is the one who's playing his son. I can't remember.
damn close.
Chris
but
Lopez.
let's see, yeah, Chris with Denis Lopez. But no, Coming to America, going to, I forgot that we didn't do a show last Sunday.
Yeah,
Because I'm like, this came out a little while ago. I talked about
Yeah.
it on my radio show. But Coming to America, okay, can I play devil's advocate? Because I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure we're all going to agree that, like, oh, what a great move by Amazon.
okay. It's Jermaine Fowler who's playing his son.
Jermaine Fowler's playing his son?
Yeah, Jermaine
It's
Fowler.
gonna be me? What? Okay, I'm not gonna get mad at that. He's funny. Jermaine Fowler's a funny guy. But I'll play devil's advocate.
Maybe.
It's Coming to America.
But Chris, I'm gonna drop you real quick. You're back in the upside down.
Can you see me now?
Yeah, I can see you now.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we're good. We're good. You're good.
Can you hear me now? Okay. Coming to America, right? How can I word this without pissing people off? The original was obviously successful. It launched a lot of careers, and it was a catapult for Eddie Murphy and Arsenio Hall at the
It's
time.
widely considered one of Eddie Murphy's best movies, if not his
Yes.
best.
Yes, and I
500
love
Words
that.
is his best movie.
Well, a lot of people felt he should have been nominated for an Oscar for his role as Prince Akeem. So
This movie's great. It was I love Coming to America, but you're 2 months out from your release date. We've seen nothing from this movie. On Amazon's part, what are you doing? And is $128 million feasible enough in this new climate that we're in for movie releases? Is that a safe bet? Granted, you're Amazon, billions of dollars. Who cares? This is a minor bump in the road. But is anyone excited for Coming to America, and do they even know it's coming out?
I know a lot of people who are actually excited about this.
But are they in the movie space?
No,
Because I know my mom is in the other room, I can go ask her about her 2 cents.
Connor, what movie is this? Coming to America. Coming to America.
Yeah, hold on, give me a second. Hey, Mom, do you know there's a second movie coming out to Coming to America? No, thank you. So so that's what I'm saying. Like, my mom loves Coming to America. Hey, Mom, you love Coming to America? And are you excited for the second movie now? Fantastic. Okay, see, that's what I'm saying. Like, Coming to America, like, of course people love the movie, and like we mentioned, it's one of Eddie Murphy's best and one of a lot of people's favorite Eddie Murphy movie.
Yeah.
But do they know a second one is coming out?
See,
Like, my mother,
Chris, but at
didn't know
the
it was
same
coming out
time,
right now.
because it's going to streaming, they can do what Netflix does. We're not going to give you a trailer until a month out, and then you're going to build this hype up in your head.
I'm with Connor in the chat. What'd you say, Nick?
See,
It's not going to work.
I said that.
I think
it might be
I
good,
think
but
this
it's a
situation this situation's a little bit different.
We
As
said
long as it
that
came
about
out
every
years
other
ago.
one of those.
No,
100%. I second Nick's notion.
this one is a little
It's
bit
good for my
different.
guy that's
because-
gonna see it. I'm gonna see the thing. Probably
Yep.
with my mom.
Here's why it's different. Because in this situation, the story, well, yes, they made the story
I'll let her know.
for this film. The story is about him coming to America to find a long lost son that he didn't know about. The son is now grown, and he has to teach him about being royalty and things like that. So, and Eddie Murphy's on a comeback. People wanted to see more of him after Dolomite Is My Name. Then you had the Saturday Night Live sketch, and the next thing he's doing is coming to America. The next thing you're seeing Eddie Murphy do since his time on SNL last year is coming to America. Okay, yeah, people are going to lose their mind. So I can't say it's decades too late because it fits right now.
The story I'm not talking about. Like the
I know.
story obviously makes sense at the time. And yeah, Eddie Murphy when he came back last year, like I am Gumby. Yeah, we all saw that. Like I mean, I
Mr.
love seeing that.
Robinson's Neighborhood.
And it was a great way to recapture the love that Eddie Murphy was doing in SNL when he was saving the thing 30 years ago.
Yep.
But now with Coming to America, like what my issue isn't with the movie itself. I'm gonna see this thing. Like, and I second everything Connor's saying, but granted, I'm gonna see this thing. Of course I am. Of course Nick is, you are, my mom is, now she knows it's happening. Well, what just happened is what my point is. How many people in the general public are going to know this movie's coming out? How many people have Amazon Prime and overlap that same number? And who's going to care?
Well, let's be honest. Amazon Prime. Most people have Amazon Prime. Let's just point that out. Most people have Amazon Prime.
Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah.
No, nobody wants more Norbit.
Morbid.
I want to see Norbit too. Hold on, give me a second.
Morbid.
Have you seen Norbit? Would you like to see a Norbit 2? No, I thought so.
I'm with your mom.
But see, Connor with the heat, Morbid. That's what I'm talking about.
Taylor started Morbid. Give Taylor his due.
Taylor, Morbid. Taylor, I'm having a great idea. Per usual, Taylor with a great idea.
Chris, you're a blank screen right now.
God bless America.
Oh no, now you're not. Now you're not.
Oh,
right when you, right when
I
he
just-
leaves.
I understand your point about the Netflix thing.
Taylor,
I don't think that it's smart to release a trailer 1 month before the movie comes
If
out.
it's not going to theaters, you can get away with it though.
I know. I'm not a fan.
I'm not a fan of it
if
either.
Disney is out here lying about numbers of what the equivalent would have been for their streaming numbers. Amazon's going to do the same thing. So I'm going to see this movie. I have Amazon Prime. I'm going to see it, but it's the general public that I'm worried about. And yeah, I would have loved to see this movie in the theater and how it would have done in the theater, but it's not out here. It wouldn't have made what 500 million, 400 million. There's no way.
That was a movie that was probably made on like 30 million, and as long as it made over 100 million, it made money.
Right.
Mhm.
So I'm not worried about. Like I wouldn't be worried about that to the same extent as I would say if they did. Look at Blade Runner. That was a movie. Blade Runner 2049. Love the movie. Film done way too late.
I
Like
think we lost Chris again.
yeah, I think we did too. But that was a movie you can argue made way too late. And look what happened. It didn't even make half of it. It was a box office bomb. That's what it was. It was a box office bomb. I love the movie. It's a great film, but it bombed at the box office. So what can you do? What can you do?
I don't know. Oh. We have two Chris's.
Oh,
It's Ghost Chris.
did I miss
Connor,
something?
you don't agree, but it's a valid point. Like
What was the point that I missed?
I said, look at Blade Runner 20 film where the sequel came out way too late and it bombed at the box office. I didn't say it was a bad film, but it bombed at the box office.
I mean, but so did the first one. the first Blade Runner bombed too.
It doesn't matter. Look, the first Blade Runner, those visuals are still stunning to this day. They could have done a sequel 5 years later and it'd been fine. It's not this. It doesn't matter. My point is, you're going to sit here and defend Blade Runner 2049, but that's all reliant on story. I'm sitting here defending a movie that we haven't even seen anything for yet. And granted, yes, we haven't seen anything for it. But based off of the last 2 times I've seen Eddie Murphy and the last time he did a film that he cared about and we saw what happened, I'm sitting here defending it because it's the exact same situation. It's based on the story at this point. Would you not agree with that, Chris?
The Blade Runner point, I'm neither here nor there about, because that's not the same conversation I'm trying to, the same point. That's what I'm equating it to, as a sequel that came late that people knew. A lot of these sequels that we've been getting late, decades after, like Dumb and Dumber 2, it's the same thing, right? Zoolander 2, all those, like Legally Blonde we get. I think Connor mentioned it in the Twitch chat. It's nostalgia, right? Of course. The only reason we're getting Coming to America is because of Eddie Murphy, and because it's the Eddie Murphy songs. At least it may be the Eddie Murphy song.
We're getting Coming to. Let's all face it. We're getting Coming to America too because of how good Dolomite Is My Name was last year.
That, I mean, it's more so just because Eddie Murphy's back. Dolomite Is My Name could have. It was the movie was fine.
They've gone.
Stood out.
Craig Brewer, the director of Dolomite Is My Name and Coming to America 2, has gone on record saying, if Dolomite Was My Name didn't go off like it did, movie.
So just keep Eddie on streaming. Because apparently if Dolomite worked on Netflix, then Coming to America...
But Dolomite also got a theatrical release.
A baby theatrical release. I didn't see it in the theater. I had no opportunity to see it in the theater. None.
I saw it in theater.
And that's awesome. But it probably had a limited theatrical
release. It had a limited theatrical release, but it still made like...
Coming to America might be a limited theatrical release, but
I think
it's going to make $1 million, if that, especially in this climate.
I mean, if a Liam Neeson movie that came out last weekend could make $3.5 million at the box office, I think Coming to America can make, like $5 million at the box office.
But we'll see if the country's not shut down or not. There's a lot of time between now and December. That's what I'm saying. People are thinking the world's right. It's not. The world's not right. Like, all these movies are still getting pushed back. And that Liam Neeson movie, it was made and they put it in the theaters on purpose, knowing it's going to make jack. $3.5 million for a movie it's nothing if it's coming from a big studio. Nothing. Might as well put it on freaking VOD.
In that movie's defense, it was supposed to be a directed. We've been getting a lot of direct to DVD movies that haven't been supposed to come out in theaters, and it's like, hey, we'll make more. People are dying to see new shit, and theaters are open. Let's throw it out there. Hey, we just made like $3 million, and we only paid $30,000 to make it. So,
and Taylor also brings up a good point. Like comedies, the couple comedies that I can think of that were actually really successful and made some money they came out a couple years ago. And were released strictly in theaters, not on streaming. Like the comedy genre, you have to start finding comedy within other genres for it to be considered a comedy. You know, and I don't like that. The proper comedy is slowly going away. I totally agree with you, Taylor. And Coming to America would have been no different. That's why it's on Amazon.
Yep.
Just saying. And start pumping out stuff for your movie now, Amazon. Like, yeah, it's Eddie Murphy, and that's going to bring in a decent amount of people. But it was going to be a hard sell nonetheless. And at that point, there's already a lot of pressure because, he's coming back. So it has to be good. People have to find it to be good. And then I would wait to see it in the theater. I would. Putting it on Amazon. Smart right now, but long term, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I actually can't think of a 2019 comedy. I'm going through the list of them. Like, yeah, none of these.
2018, let the father second think back for it.
I mean, the only 2019 comedies I can really find are The Long Shot and Booksmart. And Stuber. But Stuber sucked.
Stuber wasn't good. Booksmart, I'd consider it more of a coming of age than a comedy. It's funny within it's like what I mentioned, comedy within a different genre. And the same thing for Long Shot. I mean,
then Chris's internet kicked him off. All right. Well, all right. Well, the last piece of news we got somber, but we got a trailer for Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, and this is Chadwick Boseman's final film.
Yep.
And Chris, I don't know if you watched that trailer, but it looked fantastic.
I'm not Chris.
Oh, sorry, Nick.
Hi, everybody. I mean, listen, Chris and I do wrestle real. We're gonna start to become the same person soon enough, I'm sure. Yeah, no, I'm obviously down for anything. Yes, we do. I'm down for anything Chadwick Boseman's in. I think that the style, I love the style.
Yeah.
Just, I do look forward to this movie, though it's going to be bittersweet,
Can't tell if we got Chris or not. Someone do one of these.
Yeah, no, we didn't.
Yeah, we're good.
Oh, no, maybe.
Your internet just said screw you today.
So I'm just gonna call it a day.
Yeah, call it a day because we got you. We got you a little bit. Real quick before you go, what are your thoughts on Ma Rainey's Black Bottom?
Chadwick Boseman's gonna get an Oscar nom for it, whether the movie's good or not, and he might win the thing, because of the circumstances. And I hope he's a great actor. He's gonna be great in it. It sucks it's his last movie, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
But yeah, it's gonna be a bittersweet watch, like what Nick said. 100%.
Yeah. No doubt about it.
So with that, you have a good night, bud.
Later, homie.
Enjoy your family.
I'll try.
All right. But yeah, I saw the trailer and the first thing I said is, "Oh, this man's getting an Oscar nomination."
Yeah, I could totally see that.
Like that, those were the first words out of my mouth. I'm like, "Oh, yeah, Oscars, okay, yeah."
I mean, I don't know. I just beyond that, I think that, like I said, this style of movie I really like. Just kind of the old-fashioned vibes and stuff like that I was getting from it.
Well, it's based on an August Wilson play, which Denzel Washington has gone on record because he is the producer of this. August Wilson is the same person who wrote the play Fences, which Denzel produced and wrote. Denzel wants to go make more stuff that was written by August Wilson.
Well, yeah, and not only is Fences fantastic, just in general, the play is as well. I honestly do think that I don't know. I look forward to seeing this film, beyond the circumstances being as unfortunate as they are. You know what I mean? I was looking forward to this movie when I had heard that it was even coming out. So
yeah, that's where I'm at. To know it's going to be his last film, it's going to hurt because this guy was the next great actor. Everyone wanted to work with him. Even 21 Bridges, which wasn't the best, was still great. Was still a good watch because of him.
I mean, it flew off the shelves before. It's flying off the shelves now, obviously. But I mean, this is Netflix, right?
Yes, it's a Netflix one.
Okay, so I think that there's a part of me that thinks that this can be watched kind of more sentimentally and for that reason, but I do think that this movie is I just hope that people appreciate what they're getting out of this film.
Yeah, I can't wait. I that's probably one we'll do a review for.
For sure. Absolutely.
Because Netflix films are easier for us to get a hold of and do stuff for. So it's one that's like, yep, I'm definitely doing that. That is without a doubt something that will be done. But yeah, this was a weird show. It was definitely a weird show tonight. It kept it under 2 hours too. That's
no doubt about it.
Two of us.
It was a weird show.
Nick, I hope the chip and milk treats you kindly for the rest of the night.
I doubt it. I'm gonna just kind of get off the stream right after this and just kind of take it easy the rest of the night. So
I was about to say preemptively sit on the toilet.
No, I'm fine.
Okay. But yeah, so everyone who watched, thank you. If you enjoyed Nick and his whole taking that chip, Go ahead and subscribe. Like, subscribe, follow. Wherever you're watching, wherever you're listening, doesn't matter. Give us a follow, give us a like, and come back to the channel. So signing off, I'm Matt.
I'm Nick.